Distinguished Vice Rectors, colleagues, first of all, in my capacity of Vice Rector for the Humanities and Social Sciences of KU Leuven, I would like to welcome all of you to this first meeting of the Program for African European Studies. As our colleague Professor Patrick de Veltre already mentioned, you are here with many African and European colleagues to pave the way for imagining a new concept for your academic cooperation that may help to transform the relations between our two continents and their position and role in the world. I am very happy that we as KU Leuven can host this meeting, and this for several reasons, of which I will give the three most important reasons. First of all, at our university, we are very well aware of the fact that our society is getting more and more global, that we all become increasingly interdependent in what has become a global network society. And so we need to be engaged with different regions in the world and fully involved in international networks, especially in those networks that at the same time give body to what we want to be as a university, that put in practice our fundamental values and principles, and that give perspective to a more sustainable future for the global community we are all part of. As KU Leuven, we are a comprehensive university and we strongly believe in interdisciplinarity. From the onset, we all can see, feel and understand that when we talk about a program for African European studies, that many different disciplines will be involved and will have to interact. We are also a value-driven university. We believe that our academic work has to be inspired by values like solidarity, care for the community, concern for the planet, etc. And here again, we are convinced that the kind of initiatives you are considering can contribute to this. We are also a university that believes in the triple helix model. Academia has to interact continuously with public authorities and the private sector. The latter for us comprises both the for-profit sector, the social economy and civil society, and I think that this initiative is also envisaging this. In the second place then, I am very happy that we host this meeting because some of our colleagues have been so much engaged in preparing the ground for this meeting. And these colleagues come from different faculties and units, from European studies, of course, but also from anthropology, political sciences and international law. And from the start, they have taken up contact with the existing Centers for European Studies in Africa and with some of the best and most renowned universities in Africa. And I'm happy to hear that currently already 14 African universities have shown interest in participating in this fascinating initiative. From the beginning, your idea has been that these kind of initiatives, bringing together the twin continents, Africa and Europe, have to be co-designed, co-created. And therefore, I would like to congratulate and thank Professor Chris Nishimbi from Pretoria University in South Africa and Professor Basha Kebede from Addis Ababa University in Ethiopia. You have been such great colleagues for our KU Leuven team, and it is thanks to you that we have been able to move to the point where we stand now. You have achieved this, moreover, in difficult times where it was impossible to meet in person and you had to do everything through the internet and the phone. Together with all of you, we envisage a Pan-Africa and a Pan-European program, and therefore we are happy that we have been able to connect also with two Portuguese universities and two Portuguese-speaking countries in Africa, being Mozambique and Angola. Again, a wholehearted welcome to all of you, and I'm very happy to see that so many accepted to take part in this virtual meeting. Of course, we all wished to have you here in Leuven. In fact, That was also the original plan, but I do not have to tell you why this was impossible for now. However, I hope that we can invite many of you in March next year, and that will then be an opportunity to form even a tighter community and to really speed up the initiatives. As I already indicated, such initiatives are much needed to prepare us for the future. And this is then the third reason why I am delighted that you did not wait for the corona pandemic to fade away before you set these first steps. Because more than ever, we all realize that we live in an interdependent global world. And especially the destinies of Europe and Africa are linked to each other. We are twin continents with a common, be it often troubled and painful, but a common history. There is only 14 kilometers distance between our two continents. And also when we talk about our societies, languages, cultures, even economy and trade, we see proximity and a lot of communality. Now, in 2018, the new Africa-European Alliance for Sustainable Investment and Jobs was launched. Mixed African and European strategy groups in such diverse areas as, for example, health, digital, agriculture, sustainable food systems, sustainable energy and transport and connectivity were established. A consortium of Friends of Europe, the Mo Ibrahim Foundation and IPMED bring together the expertise and skills of a multitude of stakeholders, including academics, think tanks, civil society, and the public and private sector. Now, some of you are already involved in this process, and I believe that your network can be invaluable for the new dynamic that this Africa-Europe Alliance brings, the new opportunities it creates, and the innovative projects and programs that it stimulates. Your initiative will contribute, I'm sure, to the proximity and the deepening community of our two continents by preparing a young generation that is interested in the other side, so to speak, a generation that better understands and appreciates the realities on both sides of the Mediterranean, and a generation that is prepared to invest in a common future. A generation also that has a much needed decolonized and decentered perspective on our relations. And this is certainly also something that an initiative as this one can help realize. But of course, you are not only talking about curricula and teaching. Admittedly, as I've understood, this was your idea when you started this venture. But early on, you realized that you also have to talk about research. Research of high quality, executed by mixed teams of African and European scholars that underpins our education and that can be valuable for policymakers, the private sector, and civil society in both continents. And that is also why I am so happy to see that the European Commission participates in this meeting. We have very good experience in collaborating with the Commission, and we are convinced that its contribution will this time also be inspiring and constructive. Thank you, Madame Lenan, for engaging in this dialogue with colleagues from both Africa and Europe. Dear participants, you have a full agenda today. You will present yourselves, look at the state of play of European studies in Africa and Europe. You will discuss your mission and you see how you can move forward. And I am sure that when you will have your March meeting in Leuven, I hope physically next year, many important building blocks for this joint initiative will be ready or taking shape. And therefore, once again, I wish you a successful meeting. Thanks to all the Leuven colleagues who are involved in it. Thank also to all our visitors who are present. Have a very nice day.